because I realized it's like a car. It's like,
So are those are actually
well, one of them is.
yeah.
Let's just go back to this. They told us we're allowed to sit on this.
Excuse me, do you have a friend? We have someone coming. Yeah. Sorry.
I do not know how to run a production. No, please don't. Shit. Daisy, phone, please. Thank you. What are we gonna do? Oh my God. What take are we even supposed to shoot today? Take 14. Yeah. Don't worry, Daisy. I'm telling you, this thing is falling apart. I don't even know what am I supposed to do? I mean, the studio is breathing down my neck. Honestly, what am I supposed to do? Oh my gosh. I have to go piece of this at the last second. I can't say that to them. Okay. Well, for starters, yeah. Okay. Don't focus on the shoot picture. Just focus on the yeah. Okay. Right. Excuse me. Hello. Hi. My name is Shelby, and I'm stepping in as your new director. Can I get some light, please? Oh, sorry. Okay, how's that? Thanks. Great. So I know it's a little weird and hectic to have a director swap this late into a project, but it is what it is. We're very behind schedule, but there's nothing we can do but just power through this thing together. Okay, so I didn't hire any of you guys or cast you, but I'm glad to have you on board as extras, or as your union will have you called, atmosphere personnel. But honestly, I'm sure some of you guys have some good experience on set. Yeah, I think I recognize you from that dance show from last fall, and yeah, okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. I also realize that some of you may not have as much experience, so do make friends, help each other out, as I also try to get to know you a bit and get to know your names. No, not gonna happen. Oh, right. So we're currently in the middle of shooting The Man Who Lost His Story, and our leads are, oh, here are our wonderful leads. Yeah, just so you know, the shooting schedule is going to be quite scattered over the next while, so just expect a lot of late nights. 14-hour days are not out of the ordinary. Yeah, okay, so the film. What is this film? Well, so you'll be hopping from scene to scene, and you might not know how your scene fits into the rest of the film, but honestly, that's okay. I just want you to think of this whole production as something kind of like the Muppet Show.
Phenomena, right?
Actually, you know what? It's artsier, and it's deeper, and it'll be very meaningful. And yeah, no puppets. Right, exactly. Enough of me talking. How about we just get moving? So how about we set up for scene 36, take 14? I know we've been through this, but I'm feeling pretty good about this take, guys. Okay, so extras, I'll just get you to settle in and watch. If you're not in scene 36, can you please clear the stage? And extras, I'll get you to set to ones. A camera, can I get a 2-shot? And B camera, can I get a close up on Jojo?
Can I get a level of tail 2, please?
Yep.
Wait, go higher?
Yep.
All right, thank you. That's great.
Got it.
All right. Am I in the shot right here? Am I in the shot? Okay. Wait, can I be in the shot?
No, you cannot be in the shot. You are not part of
All right,
the
okay. So I should go over or under?
Over.
Oh, okay. Like, is this too high? Too low? Just...
Do your job.
Okay.
Scene 36, take 14.
Sounds rolling.
Rolling. And action. Oh my god. Craig,
I haven't even said anything yet.
what? Fine, go. What do you want?
Okay, look at this. 2 words. Tie, go.
Tie, go.
Yes, tie, go.
Craig.
Can you imagine me learning how to fight or, I don't know, doing something that will fulfill me? I feel like I could save someone if I do this. You know?
Craig,
Yeah.
Thai boat today, it was whitewater rafting yesterday, basketball. You come here every day. No, I can't do this for you, no.
Sorry, we gotta stop.
Cut, are you kidding me?
Avery, what are you doing, dude? It's your first day on set or what? I can catch your... Are you... You're not union, are you? I can tell. You, stop sleeping. You keep doing what you're doing because you're good.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
Can we pick it up at Thai boat? Yes.
Wait,
All right.
new director, is it just me or I'm getting really hot here?
You know,
Seriously.
we need to really get this shot, so how about we just, yep. Great, okay, let's just pick it up at Thai boat. Okay.
Scene 36, take 15.
Wonderful.
All right, sounds rolling.
Rolling.
And action.
Thai boat. Craig, you've been here every day. I can't do this for you. I really can't. No. But you know what? Maybe this is a good thing. You know? The fact that the classes are full and you can just go home and live your life instead of being here every day. Trying to look for a story that just isn't here.
I can't do that, man. You know me. What about blogging? That can work.
Vlogging?
Yes, that can fulfill my story.
You think vlogging is going to give you a story?
Yes,
Craig.
it will. No,
Listen, I hear you with vlogging and Thai bowl and cake, all of these things. Why? Just tell me why you need it.
it's gonna give me purpose. It's gonna give me something to live for.
Something to live for.
Yes, I feel like I'm floating and I need something to anchor me. I need this. Seriously, you don't understand. I'm desperate, man. Please.
I think I have something.
And cut.
Oh my God.
Okay, did we get that?
Oh.
Yeah, okay, B-Cam, did we get that? Okay, we got the take. Great job, guys. Great take.
Listen,
Awesome.
listen. I've been standing there for, I don't know, God. It's too late for that. I'm already fucking sweating.
Whoa.
I need no, you don't understand. No, I need this.
God.
You
We're doing it again. Let's do it again.
I gotta hit actor so much.
What?
Jeez.
What's that? Great. Oh, can we please just review the time sheet?
Yeah, I can play for you.
Okay,
Screen
okay.
too.
Let's just review the footage. All right, and we'll flip.
Okay, Greg, just trust me. Okay, just stay there. I'm sending you back, 13th century. And
13 what?
You'll figure it out, okay? You'll
What
find
are you
a
talking
story, I
about?
promise. Don't worry about it.
Ben! No!
Don't worry.
Not the 13th century!
Okay. You know, I say we fix that one up in post. Got it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, okay. God, that thing with JoJo, I thought that was a blooper.
Sorry, say it again?
I don't understand.
Oh, yeah. Let me just put this down. Cool. Okay. Ready. Actually, wait. Come on. If I do this, You have to do Ezekiel 25:17 for me. My favorite verse.
Fine. Okay.
Ready.
Dear Mr. Sarnak, my name is Avery Sharp, and I'm an employee at the North Brookfield Production Company. I recently learned of your plans on buying the North Brookfield Production Company and turning it into the Sarnak Productions. I commend you on your keen business sense and entrepreneurial, I don't know the right word, entrepreneurial.
Oh, geez, put me on the spot, man. Entrepreneurial, oh, embarkings.
I commend you on your keen business sense and entrepreneurial embarkings. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, at least, right, I don't know, man. It's not my letter. Spirit. Spirit.
I commend you on your keen business sense and entrepreneurial spirit.
Love it. Keep going.
I don't know. I just don't want to, impose.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's all well and good. Come on.
Steve Bosco also informed me and the other employees that you intend to keep us if we so desire.
Joe, wait. If we so desire? Oh man, that sounds a little gay.
What do you mean?
You know, like, oi, Lord save the Queen, if we so desire.
That's a British accent. You mean it sounds British?
Same thing.
Sam,
What?
and that you plan on shooting strictly on digital. I understand the technical and business reasoning behind such a bold move, such as easy editing, as well as the desire to keep collaborating with companies such as 20th Century Fox, who come this January will stop shooting in digital. However,
Ha ha
I urge you to reconsider. The North is the only production company in Worcester County and one of 8 in the state of Massachusetts which still continues to respect the beauty of 35mm film over computerized digital. This is an honor, Mr. Sarnak. You, sir, are holding a torch. I strongly encourage you not to extinguish it.
Nice.
Movie aficionados like myself go to theaters because of 35mm film. And as more and more production companies shift to digital, I predict that the brave few who continue to shoot on film will become highly wealthy. You see, sir, the word film refers to celluloid. So if you say you want to see the new Spielberg film, you in turn are saying you want to see the new Spielberg film in celluloid. By the way, people like Mr. Spielberg have spoken out about this very issue. He is on record for saying that he will continue to shoot on 35mm film until he pry the camera from his cold, dead hands.
Wait, he actually said that?
Well, that part is a joke.
Okay, whoa, way too much. Take that out. It makes you sound like super crazy. Like stalker crazy.
Okay, Sam. It is because of people like Spielberg that it is essential to have some production companies which are willing to cater to their needs.
Powerful.
Film expresses the pure essence. Film is a series of images separated by a split second of darkness. Film is light and shadow captured on the day of the shoot. Digital movies, I think the phrase itself is an oxymoron. Are actually just tiny dots of pixels which can't express the variation or texture of the film. They're the same size and the same distance apart. Mr. Sarnak, watching a film which is shot digitally is like looking at a postcard of Mona Lisa as opposed to the original. Therefore, I urge you, Mr. Sarnak, to take a stand against this digital takeover of American movies and theater. Sincerely, Avery Newton Sharp.
Middle name Newton. Huh.
proper sound. No, don't make fun of it.
No. I wouldn't. My middle name is Gruba. So like, anyway. Yeah, you heard me, guys, stutter? Anyway, I like that letter.
Really?
I do. There's something about it that's like,
What?
it's like
What?
something you see in an action movie, you know, like the hero of the action movie. Sorry, where like they write the letter, there's cool like montage, or like Spider-Man, and then like they like run down the courthouse steps, stop to kiss the love of his life, just do it, mwah, and then like bust open the courthouse doors and read the letter to the judge so passionately.
And what does the judge say?
Oh, right. So the judge, like you after you read it, you go. Sorry. Yeah, and the judge goes like, on this day of all days, or even in my old age, or this young man has taught me the true meaning of Christmas. Yeah.
Hey. Well, was it convincing though?
You know, weighing out the options, I don't actually care.
struggling to tell you, figure out when I should tell you this. In doing that, I waited too long. I should have been a better mother to you. Maybe if things were different. Maybe if you were different. Maybe if I was different, things would have been different. And I'm sorry.
Customer seeking access to the car park, please use assistance phone opposite, right at the ticket office. Warning, CCTV in operation.
Beer bonjour.
Cold beers and lager.
Caution wet floor.
Only 30 cents a day will keep a child fed for a month.
No smoking.
Always fresh. Always Tim Hortons.
You asked, we listened. Now
Reserve
serve
parking.
it dark roast.
Via rail, via bonjour.
Cold beers and lagers.
Only 30 cents a day will keep a child fed for a month.
Transforming travel.
Always fresh, always Tim Hortons.
You asked, we listened. Now
Via
serve
rail,
dark
via
roast.
bonjour.
Cold
beers and
Bonjour.
lagers.
Transforming travel.
Only 30 cents a day will keep a
You
child
asked, we
fed for a
listened.
month.
Now
Cold
serving
beers
dark roast.
and
That's what's not
Only
right.
Tim Hortons.
Via rail, via bonjour.
Beer rail, beer bust.
Are you all right, young man?
No,
You're looking a little worse for wear. The lady at Starbucks, she said when she tried talking to you, you were in a complete trance. What's your name?
Christopher Boone,
Where do you live?
36 Randolph Street.
What are you doing in here?
I need to sit down and be quiet and think.
Okay, let's keep it simple. What are you doing in the railway station?
I'm going to see my mother.
When's your train?
I don't know, she lives in Montreal. I don't know when there's a train in Montreal.
So you don't live with your mother.
No, but I am going to.
So where does your mother live?
In Montreal.
Yes, but where in Montreal?
451C coming from Montreal. NW2 588. Dear Christopher,
I heard Father shutting the door of the van, and that is when I saw the envelope. It was an envelope addressed to me, and it was lying under my book in a shirt box with some other envelopes. I picked it up. Mother had never written me a letter before, and Mother had never lived in Montreal. There was no date on the letter, so I couldn't work out when Mother had written the letter. And then I looked at the front of the envelope, and I saw that there was a postmark, and there was a date on the postmark. The 16th of October, 2013. Which meant that the letter...
which meant that the letter was posted 18 months after Mother had died. When I started writing my book, there was only one mystery solved. Now there were two. I decided not to think about it anymore that night because I didn't have enough information and I could easily leap to the wrong conclusions.
Well, I guess I shouldn't keep you chatting any longer.
Where am I going to take for the train from?
You are a prize specimen, aren't you?
Where do I get a ticket for the train from?
In there. Now, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yes, I'm going to Montreal to live with my mother.
Has your mother got a phone number?
Yes,
Can you tell me what it is?
yes, it's 514-887-8907.
And you call her if you get into any trouble. Okay?
I want to go to Montreal.
Single or return?
What does single or return mean?
Do you want to go one way or do you want to come back?
I want to stay there when I get there.
For how long?
Until I go to university.
Single then. Platform 1, 5 minutes.
Where's platform 1?
Through the underpass and upstairs. You'll see the signs.
Underpass means tunnel, Christopher. In your head, imagine a big red line. It starts at your feet and goes through the tunnel. And count the rhythm in your head, because that helps, doesn't it, Christopher? Like when you're learning music or when you're playing the drums. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Dear Christopher, I said I was going to try to explain why I left when I had the time to do so properly. Now I have lots of time. So I'm sitting here on the sofa with this letter and the radio on. I'm going to try to explain. I'm not a very good mother, Christopher. Maybe if things had been different, maybe if you had been different, I might have been better at it. But that's just not the way things turned out.
I'm just a clown. Just this cheap clown.
You're not a clown, you're a great actor, Vasily. The audience adores you. You had a standing ovation tonight. Woo.
It's true, Nikita. It's true. They applaud me, but we're strangers to one another. They look at me and they think I'm trash. I just don't believe their applause anymore. I just don't believe their applause.
Vasily Vasilich, you're scaring me. You look just awful. Let's get you home. Come on.
I roamed off in no direction, not caring how to live my life, never thinking ahead. I played cheap parts, cynical parts. I played the Joker. What an actor I was. What an artist. But then I let my art get away. I lost that divine spark. I looked back and saw those 68 years. I got old. I sung my swan song. I sung my swan song.
Don't be so upset, Vasily. Just calm down, you poor man. Just calm down.
But what power? What talent? You couldn't imagine the power of my voice, of my emotions. Right here, right in here. I'm okay. Just let me catch my breath. Listen, Nikita. Just listen. This one is from King Lear. You remember? On the heath, the storm, rain, thunder, lightning, boom! And then the heavens open up, and then comes blow winds, crack your cheeks. Sorry, just let me catch my breath. Blow winds and crack your cheeks, you cataracts and hurricane of a spout. Drench the steeples, drown the cocks, you sulphurous, thought-executing fires. Sorry, just... You sulphurous, thought-executing fires. Sorry, I'm just give me the fool's line. Give me the fool's line.
Oh, Knuckle, quart holy water in a dry house is better than this rainwater out of door. Good, Knuckle, in and ask thy daughter's blessing. Here's a knight that pities neither wise man nor fool.
There we go. Rumble thy belly full, spit fire, spout rain, nor earth, wind, fire, nor thunder are my children. I tax not the elements with unkindness, nor give them kingdom, or call them my children. Oh. Sorry, I'm just dizzy.
You have great talent, Vasily. Bravo.
I'm not old, you know. When you have talent like this, you're never old, never sick, never alone. Even death seems like a petty thing.
Let's get you home to rest your talent, shall we?
I'm just a squeezed up old man.
complete this command.
I do remember well where I should be. And there I am. Where is my Romeo?
Or am I mad seeing them post about Juliet to think it was so? Give me thy hand, one writ with me in sour misfortune's book. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take thy last embrace, and lips, oh, you, the doors of breath, seal up with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide. Thou, desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love.
Face lock deactivated.
Oh, true admins, thy responses are quick. And thus, with a kiss, I die.
Go get thee hence, for I will not away.
Can you repeat that?
Deactivation. I see. I've been his timeless end. Oh, churl, to lead in all, and left no friendly reminder to help me after? I will kiss thy lips, and happily delete mine as well, to make me die with a restorative. What noise? Then I'll be brief. Oh, happy foam, this is thy sheath.
Face lock deactivated.
There, rest, and let me die.
It should be much further now. But it's hard to imagine something so horrific happening in a place so...
Stop.
What is it?
You feel it now. This is the place.
Do you need a minute?
compare thee to a summer's day. Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a day. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and oft is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course, untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe and eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee.
Dad? Dad? You don't look well. Let me take you back to the hospital.
Dearest Mary, I want to meet you in the barn. I never want to leave you again. I miss you more than anything. I miss you so much. I want to be home with you and never leave you again. I will be home with you and love you, and you will be happy. I promise you that. In the end, you will be happy. Love.
And this is how it ends. I never went to see him. But in this dream, I do. We're in the barn. Charlie is. And he's waiting for me. Nervous and shy. Waiting to sail away on that gray ship full of horses. That night that I never went to say goodbye. It's the night that he waited to ask me. And left the next morning. But in this dream, I go to see him. I go to stop him. I go to tell him.
Mary? I'm glad you came.
You didn't think I would, did you?
I wasn't too sure.
So you're going?
I am. I have to.
I know.
I shouldn't have come by and told you like I did.
I shouldn't have told you to go away the way I did.
That's all right. I'd have given you the boot too. All I can say is, whether or not you write to me, your mailbox will be full all the time. I promise. I'll write you nonstop. You'll see. Because well, maybe you won't miss me, but I'll miss you.
Yes, I will. Yes, I do. I miss you very badly. Every minute.
Maybe it won't be too long then.
Charlie.
And we can be married.
Yes.
That would be wonderful.
You'll be in one of those pretty white dresses. And we can have our portraits taken. It'll be sunny. We'll have children. Children! Not right away. 2 girls and 1 boy.
2 boys and 1 girl.
Oh, and horses for all the little colonists.
Charlie, that sounds lovely, but just listen, please. I went to get the post today.
Did I write?
There wasn't anything there.
Well, I'm sure there will be tomorrow. Or the day after. You know how slow the mail can be.
There won't be any more letters.
Sure, there will. I write you all the time. I just promised.
The last one that arrived was the one after the charge at Morial Wood. The one where you said you wanted to come home. You said, I want to come home now. I want to meet you in our barn. I never want to leave you again.
What is it, Mary? What happened?
I met your father in town today.
How is he? I miss him already.
He misses you too. The farm's good. There's 2 new mares. He said he'd gotten a message. News.
Did Flowers get his medal?
Yes.
Lieutenant Muriel Gordon Flowerdew, Victoria Cross.
It is hard to forget a name like that. No. A telegram. The Canadian Cavalry Division stopped the German advance. Some say they can save the fort.
Well, that's good. Isn't it?
It is good. I suppose. I'm trying. I'm trying. You're in a field. You and all the tents. And a German plane flew by night and strafed the regiment while you camped.
Was anyone hurt? What about the horses?
No, but they were scattered. And you had to, all of you had to go out and find them where they'd run off to. And it took all night to find the horses. And the German artillery fired shells. Just 1 or 2 every now and then. Just in case they might get someone else there.
They do that all the time. It's a sign that they're desperate. We've got them on the run.
But I have to tell you, Charlie. I have to tell you. You go out and you find her in a field. She wakes up from her dream and stands up. You touch her and stand by her neck and shoulders. You calm her. The sun is rising. She's happy. You're happy. She's unhurt and you can bring her back home again. I dream it all the time.
And that's when they shelled the field?
I swear you hear it. But the 2 of you, you just stand there. You stand there looking up at the sky. And I always wonder why.
We're going to count the thousands. From the Flash to the Roman.
Yes.
Before the land, before I die, do I say anything?
Yes. Something. I just can't make it out. I'm sorry.
I guess we don't get married then. I guess we don't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Goodbye, Mary. Do you want to know what I say before the shells land?
Yes.
Wake up, Mary. Wake up.
I am making this statement as an act of willful defiance of military authority because I believe that the war is being deliberately prolonged by those who have the power to end it. I am a soldier, convinced that I am acting on behalf of soldiers. I believe that the war upon which I entered as a war of defense and liberation has now become a war of aggression and conquest. I believe that the purposes for which I and my fellow soldiers entered upon this war should have been so clearly stated as to have made it impossible to change them, and that had this been done, the objects which actuated us would now be attainable by negotiation. I have seen and endured the sufferings of the troops, and I can no longer be a party to prolong these sufferings for ends which I believe to be evil and unjust. I am not protesting against the conduct of the war, but against the political errors and insincerities for which the fighting men are being sacrificed. On behalf of those suffering now, I make this protest against the deception which is being practiced upon them. Also, I believe it may help to destroy the callous complacency with which the majority of those at home regard the continuance of agonies which they do not share and which they have not enough imagination to realize.
Pervaded my being in Father Bernard's class, it still remains with me, as I know it sticks with my fellow classmates. The horrors of that half hour illumine my mind. The details are distorted. It's hard for me to discuss the incident because the details of my story conflict with the details of other stories. This is probably because of the general fog that falls over my mind when I try to think too hard of the event. The students who saw Robert Poulet shoot himself in the hallway, they were in a state of absolute shock. They couldn't speak. We all thought that he was still in the hallway. So when the window smashed to get us out, we thought that he'd come back to keep shooting. And that's when I started to cry. Throughout the whole shooting, I thought it was a joke or a sociology experiment of some sort. It wasn't until I saw the bodies fly back from the impact of the bullet and I saw all this blood that I realized it wasn't a joke, it wasn't a sociology experiment, it was a real gun. I still have such a hard time admitting that this really happened. In all my classes, we talk about the horrible state that the world is in, but I've never believed this because life has been good to me and I enjoy it. It could even be argued that I live a pretty sheltered life. I certainly never thought that I'd see a gun being shot. And I shouldn't have. None of us should have. None of us should have been involved in this because it never should have happened. But it did happen. And we're left wondering why. Why our classroom? Did Robert really hate us that much? Why did both Marks and Tom and Brady all fall victim to just some guy we went to school with? And why wasn't it me? Why on that specific day did I decide to sit in the front of the classroom instead of in the back? Why on that day? And then there's the ultimate question. Where are you safe? Because I don't know.
If your man lives for excitement, give him 007. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, and now Lucky Strike means filter tip.
Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen.
No more crackers.
Westinghouse New Shave Extra.
Hue from odor. It won't wear off as the day wears on.
Just because you have to make a phone call is no reason to leave it.
Gets rid of that stuff one way, and they have tips. Burger. We kept one.
His meat Falstaff, but
I've never even heard it.
One of the manhandlers is Campbell's Vegetable Beef.
Suburb of Detroit. One day, in March of 1963, I decided to have my good friend Peg, that's me, over for a little bit of lunch and venting. See, we each had a brood of 5 children of our own who tried us constantly. But it was just venting. We both knew our blessings.
And in March of 1963, I was 39. Like my friend Colette, I had my own brood of 5. After
after lunching and knitting at Colette's house, I drove to the market for some ingredients for spaghetti. I ended up using a bottled sauce because I was feeling oddly tired. And come sundown, I was too tired to even dice up some onions. Even though Mother said it would prevent scurvy, which is a disease pirates used to get. And I thought it was funny, but we get these superstitions from our parents, and they stick.
It was cool and cloudy out that day. We each had our two youngest playing downstairs. It was nice and quiet. Certainly wasn't nice a respite from the nightly chaos and dinners for 7. That day, my good friend knit a baby booty for her nearby neighbor friend, whereas I whipped us up some lunch. I made some tuna sandwiches using a tin of tuna, some mayonnaise from the local A&P, some Land O'Lakes butter, and some fresh bread from the nearby bakery. I called the kids down from the rumpus room and asked them if they'd like tuna fish or if they'd like peanut butter and jelly. They unanimously decided on peanut butter and jelly. Because of that, they lived, I didn't! Anyway, after Peg left, I decided to whip up some dinner and then go to sleep. I didn't even notice. My vision was totally gone and I was feeling weak. Just chalked it up to a long day.
And come bedtime, I was in bad shape. I was vomiting almost non-stop, and my throat hurt something fierce. I could barely hold out my head, so my husband called the ambulance around 3 a.m. I arrived at Outer Giant Hospital in Lincoln Park. The doctors there looked at me and poked and prodded, and I could see they were in a state of confusion, which didn't help my state of confusion, which didn't help my confidence much. Oh, I was just so afraid I'd somehow caught polio. I didn't want to end up in a creepy iron lung like I'd once seen at a freak show in Fort Wayne when I was 12. I was so scared after I saw that thing, I didn't sleep for a week. Why did they just kill people? Anyway, I was just so relieved that amidst all the hubbub, I heard them say I didn't have polio. But botulism? Botulism was a kitchen boogeyman I remembered from home ec class. I didn't think people actually ever got it.
Before going to sleep that night and turning out the lights, I made the conscious decision to go to the doctors the next day. I just didn't want to have the flu, because that's something I really didn't want. What do you have it? I died in my sleep.
And about 24 hours after I got to the hospital, I couldn't move my facial muscles. Goodness. Whew. Anyway, so Colette and I, we had quite the journey. But amidst all the hubbub, I was just so relieved when I heard that I didn't have polio. And the botulism that Colette and I got killed us anonymously, came and vanished. I just don't think there's any moral to be learned from our deaths.
I'm Andy Warhol. I died on February 22nd, 1987 in New York City. I was in hospital for a gallbladder operation. I don't really remember what happened. I don't remember anything hurting, so I guess that's what dying is like. Not so bad. You know, I don't remember anything hurting, but I was wondering who would show up to my funeral, and if it would be open casket. Because if it was open casket, then honestly, just put a dash of Christopher Dion concealer, number 425 on one cheek, a little bit of blush on the other, strap a fake sit on, just so that people know it's the real me, and not the fake me. Honestly, I don't know if death is all that interesting. Wherever here is not that exciting. There's a buffet table set up, but the people in line are so unglamorous. I hate it. I want to hold up a sign saying I normally hang around much younger and more attractive people.
Andy?
My mother's here.
Andy, you just have to meet these two ladies I bumped into. They're fantastic. Andy? Here they are now. May I present to you Mrs. McCarthy and Mrs. Brown. Don't be rude. This is Mrs. McCarthy and Mrs. Brown. Think tuna fish disaster.
Oh, wow. It's so nice to finally meet you.
Well, have happened sometime. I'm Peg.
And I'm Colette.
Hey, you'll remember this issue, surely, Mr. Warhol. Quite flattering, don't you think?
Yes, and when I read the article about the two of you.
Wait, you did paintings of atomic bombs, wars, and yet two women getting botulism is some big disaster?
Well, it was about me, really, now that I was in the weekly news magazines. So you can sit there and be a magazine bigwig who's indecisive about my art, but while you're doing that, I'm turning you and your magazine into whatever I want it to be. Because I'm the one who gets to decide what is and isn't art. I'm the one who gets to take your world and turn it upside down. I took your depths and I made it art. So you didn't die for nothing.
Okay, I think we got everyone. I think that's enough. Daisy, check the gates.
Yeah, things are good.
Okay, everything is in the can. Wow, thanks everyone. This has been my first real directing experience, so I'd just like to say that you were all amazing. Yeah, wow, it's over.
I don't know why. Are we
roll
going to
I never got room, Tom.
Okay, well, we got it. I checked all the dailies, and it's all there. Okay, we can fix everything else in post, and you guys have done your job, and you've done it well. I know it feels kind of like, everything is sort of come and gone as quickly as it came, and honestly, everyone is moving in different directions, and maybe it's because we feel nostalgic too easily, or because we romanticize the future all the time. But this project is about here and now. It's about the terrifyingly uncertain present. And now it's moving on, and it's growing into itself. And if your work gets cut from the film, I apologize. Don't despair, just keep at it. You never know when it'll be your time to shine or your 15 seconds of fame. I'm sure I'll see some of you guys again, either on another project or on the big screen. We plan on sending this film to the festivals, maybe even the Academy. I'm pretty hopeful about it. I feel like we've struck a good balance between entertainment and depth.
No. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. So there's a wrap party in a few weeks at some club production shows called the Shangri-La.
Origin to soy.
A
few weeks.
Yeah. Anyway, I won't be able to make it. I'm off to shoot a new project in New York. I hope everyone has a good time. Daisy, am I forgetting anything?
Oh yeah, guys, just please return all costume pieces, including belts and accessories, before you leave the studio, please.
Yeah, okay, great. Thanks, Daisy. That's it, everyone. Daisy and the crew, can I meet with you by the south entrance? And everyone else, you're free to go.
Daisy,
your checks are in the mail. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
This guy.
Dear Rigel, the day you explode as a supergiant is the day that you become the brightest object in the night sky, apart from the moon. It is okay for you to take her place. Emancipate the cratered moon and rid her of her bruises. Kindle her back to the person she was supposed to become. God knows she alone has done more for us than we could ever do for each other.
Dear Cassiopeia, when Ptolemy gave you your name, I wonder if he planned for us to watch you grow. For us to see a W in the sky, and name our children Willow, and Wesley, and you think of your light as we watch them bloom into the beauty that has already been reserved for them. I wonder if Ptolemy knew they could never compare to you. You vain queen, you unrivaled beauty, you Cassiopeia.
Dear Andromeda, you are the farthest thing that is visible to the naked eye. And though it might be true that things viewed in the nude are generally best kept at a distance, I remember your body by heart. In the company of sheep margins and your heartbeat written on the staff, and I can play these songs by heart. That is the horror and the beauty of it, that you have exceeded muscle memory. I can play these songs by heart because that is where I put them. But you know I was never good at keeping time. No, my voice box won't stop competing with the metronome. My lowly little iceberg. I am into like a train, like a freight train on top of a kettlebell. I wonder how long it'll take to weigh you down. Anchor that iceberg to your tear ducts and watch you learn to thaw.
Dear Leo, my heart was never brave enough to reign a kingdom, but it just might be strong enough to reign in a story about a heart like a living room with guests that overstayed their welcome, like a tongue scuffed like a doormat, always being stepped on, and scars that I wish you'd seen.
Dear Vega, you were the first star ever to be photographed. You beat out Marilyn Monroe with her skirt blown up and James Dean with a cigarette in his teeth. You are as picturesque as ever, like the stars of Orion's belt kissing the pyramids of Giza, like the stars that have crowded the Tijuana with their brightest light, ignited the land like the swords placed atop the shoulders of each mountain peak. You are a thing of beauty, like the promise of dripping icicles in March to remind us that spring is coming, like knowing that if we just take the M out of somber, we can start feeling sober again.
Dear Polaris, this is what I know. The sum of our parts make us human. We begin as positive tension let loose in hormonal bodies and graduate to people who we'd rather wanted than loved. This is how 21st century families are falling apart. This is why we might be the first generation to grow up wanting less for our children. Most days, there's a chain gutter down the side of you collecting rain. There are things we cannot ignore. There are lovers like tornado sirens and hearts built on the backs of tumors. Tonight, I can see cancer in the sky. A collection of 113 stars that I sincerely hope will be dead by tomorrow. And now I know how wine is supposed to be poured. In the company of new sparks and the ashes